whatever you want to call it. Get to follow you now. Racing for Lakeshore Paddleboard Company, live in incline. You know these conditions more than anybody. And that race this morning, you finished, it's showing 7th overall unofficially. Congratulations. Great finish for you.
Thank you.
First time on your 14.
Yep, first time. Got it last night, hopped on it this morning right before the race, and just kind of decided to wing it, But I wasn't going to race 12.6 again, I had to go 14. So I was stoked, though.
I see you. And we got Andre screaming in the background now, but yeah, screaming. We got tons of tweeting. But you raced on the 12.6 forever with Lakeshore.
Yep, absolutely. I was a firm believer of the 12.6 class. I like the 12.6 board. It's more maneuverable. I like the paddle style races, on the small board, like in the surf or in the bump, whatever it may be. But everyone's kind of going 14, and you got to just kind of deal with it and go with the flow.
And I like how you did it. Comes in UPS last night.
Yep.
Unwrap it out of the board. First time you're ever on it was this morning in the race.
Yep. So decided to wing it, and it went well though. The board's super fast. I'm really excited about it. I personally, didn't really do that well, but the board definitely lived up to expectations.
What's it been like being the top athlete for Lakeshore Paddleboard Company?
It's awesome. It's cool because they're a small company and they're getting bigger, and being a top athlete for them, they show me a lot of respect, and they really appreciate what I have to offer for the company. As like some of the bigger companies, when you're a small fish in a big pond, it's right. You're not really getting all the love, but it's really cool, and they're awesome.
Well, Mike Tessier, we're going to try to catch up with him later. But first things first, they might lose you here pretty quick, getting ready to graduate from college. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
International business, and then you're going to go international for a little while.
Yep, going to Spain for about 5 months, living on the coast, going to be surfing a lot and paddle surfing, which will be nice because growing up at the lake, I've gotten a lot of opportunities to do a lot of surfing. I know how to surf, but it's not the same when you can't get on a board every day like that in the ocean conditions. So I think it's going to do a lot for my paddling, and I think I'm planning on sticking with Lakeshore, and I think in the end it'll benefit both of us.
Well, you're closer to Brazil over there, so BOP Brazil coming
up.
No
doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Right there. You just say, Mike, just come on over, bring me over.
Yeah.
Bring me over.
Yeah, bring me aboard and let's do it.
Austin Young, though, one of the top riders for Lakeshore Paddleboard Company. The race for you today, you finished. I'll tell you what, finishing the top 10 in this kind of a caliber race is a very good finish. You got to be proud of that.
Absolutely.
Talk about the course. You raced it last year. I'm kind of asking everybody this. They changed the distance race to the east, going down through Carnegie Bay. How did that affect your racing strategy, if at all?
It didn't really affect me much. I know the Tahoe winds and the boat chop that comes up, and when it does, I'm paddling over here on the North Shore every day. So I wasn't really affecting me at all. I knew that the wind would probably hold off. The biggest thing is the boats that start coming up, like in the late morning. It causes a lot of boat chop, so you're getting bumps coming from every angle and making it kind of difficult to keep your glide on your board and whatnot. But I handled it well, and the new board handled it really well. And coming around the point there, I was able to catch some bumps going down towards Burnt Cedar and the turnaround buoy, which is really cool. And a lot of guys went inside not knowing where the bumps form, and I stayed outer and caught some bumps, and that definitely helped me a lot.
Looking forward to tomorrow's elite race.
Oh, yeah.
Right
very
here.
excited.
You prepared for that now that you kind of got your feet under you with this new 14?
Yep. Yeah, the new 14. Been doing a lot of buoy turns on it today and practicing, so I think I'm ready for the elite race tomorrow, and I think it's going to be exciting. And then the Survivor Challenge setup is really cool. It's good for spectators and all the athletes.
Talk about the board design that's came in. We've been waiting on this board. You and I have been talking about this for, I want to say, 6 or 8 months.
I know.
I mean, what do they build it? Like, they built the wall of China quicker than they built this board. What's gone into it? What's been the hold up?
It's we're just kind of doing some new stuff with it, trying some new things, some stuff that I can't talk about, some I can, but they've been shaving it down in SoCal, doing a really killer job on it. It has been taking a long time. Those guys are super busy. But what's cool about the new Stealth is, we're recessing the deck all the way back almost to the end and just leaving a small bump almost as like a kick pad on a surfboard would be. So it makes it great for buoy turning and handling like in choppier waters. Because the original Stealth was just a strictly flat water board, and I'm trying to race everything, and going to the ocean, I needed something a little more versatile. So we did that, and then rounded off the rails coming up under the foot all the way to the nose, so it doesn't get pushed around quite as much in the bump. So it makes it a little more difficult for like a beginner to paddle, but like if you're an advanced athlete and you're paddling in the surf and whatnot, it makes it a lot easier to maneuver.
Well, Austin, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us now. Finished 7th overall unofficially. That could change by the end of the day, but still, we've got to be proud with that. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the elite race
Absolutely.
here at Kings Beach. Austin Young, from one man who lives in an RV, we're going to go over now to another man who lives in an RV as well. It seems to be the thing. I might need to get myself an RV.
Everyone does, I think.
Cash in your houses and apartments. RVs living is the way to go. We're going to go over to Andre right now, who's sitting with BoardWorks rep Mike T.
All righty, Drew. Here we go to the bushes.
Yeah, back to that Tahoe Willow. It's pretty, isn't it? Hey, grab me a little swatch of that and bring it up to the booth, will you?
We're going to go to the bushes here where the squirrels are. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, okay, let's go get framed. So this is Mike T.
Good.
Mike T also has kind of like a brownish tan. It's my brown brother.
Spend a lot of time in the sun, you know. Just good.
All right, Mike, so you were just telling me from what, 20th something to 13th, so...
Yeah, I was, I think I pulled in about 22nd last year in the distance race and 13 in the elite 14 category today, so pretty exciting. Yeah, it was a good race. It was tough.
I think we're all right for a little while.
So anyway, if you don't believe in Bigfoot, Sasquatch, I gotta tell you, I've seen it. I've seen it in the Possessed in Mike T a few years ago. So let's go back a few years and give you a little bit of the background here with Mike T. So obviously BoardWorks, one of our greatest sponsors and one of the companies behind the webcast that make it possible, had Phil Rainey all the way on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And he was at some big event, right? River event.
Yeah, we were at the Nantahala Outdoor Center. It was mostly a kayaking event. Just stand-up paddling is taken on in the rivers over there pretty well. So, yeah, Phil and our East Coast rep were over there hanging out, and that's kind of where it all started.
So yeah, Phil, is like a lovely guy. So they saw like this band of people going after something, and they said, "Oh, that's a Sasquatch." Anyway, he gave shelter to the Sasquatch. He nurtured the Sasquatch, and made the Sasquatch a team rider.
Yeah,
and
I haven't seen it in a while though.
I know.
Time is due, I think, for the Sasquatch to come back out.
I know. People are like, what the heck are you talking about? Anyway, if you don't know, Mike T used to have like this huge beard and just was like this fluffy ball of hair, and back from the kayak days.
I mean, look what Sup can do for you, you know? I mean, total transformation.
That's right, for the better.
That's
See,
right.
you're even gaining placement.
I know.
So anyway, and Mike was really blown away by your whitewater skill. Phil was really blown away by your whitewater skills. And since then, Mike Tavares has been a force in whitewater supping. So so you've been traveling all around, right?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much don't stop traveling anymore. I've been on the road since late February in my RV, doing the Show Up and Blow Up tour, demo tour, for BoardWorks, traveling around, hooking up with retailers, doing different events. I think we've got a total of, it's somewhere between 35 and 40 events this year that I've been to. Got a few more left, so about 30 at this point. But yeah, it's been a great year. So traveling all the way up till November in Florida, kind of wind down the season on the East Coast.
So let's pause there for a second. This is good information for the audience to know. If people want to get on the BoardWorks boards, the inflatable ones, just look up the Show Up and Blow Up tour. And that is a series of events that you do all throughout the U.S., right, with all kinds of demo boards?
Yeah, all kinds. It's not just whitewater, whitewater, flat water. I go to a lot of racing events. Pretty much, I bring every board to every event I go to. Yeah, you can find out information on the BoardWorks website, BoardWorks/Show Up and Blow Up. So you can find that there and all the events that we go to and do that demo tour.
So this is a great tip. A lot of people have questions about what board to buy, how big, how tall, how wide. Yeah. And there, just no commitment. Just show up, try whatever board you want, and whatever feels good, go with that. So, right, that's a good... So what's next? What's the next event on the series?
I'm going to leave here on Tuesday, go up to Hood River for the Nash Columbia Gorge Paddle Challenge. That's a big event. That'll be a good one. That's cool. You got downwind. There's whitewater right there. Got, any type of water you want to paddle's there. So that's a good event. Then I'm thinking about going up to Seattle for Round the Rock, and then making my way down the coast to BOP in Southern California.
Wow, so by the time you're done with your tour, you're going to go from the northwest to the southeast of the U.S. and everywhere in between.
And then I'm heading back over to the East Coast, Tennessee, down to Florida. So, yeah, kind of covering it all. Probably stop a few spots in the middle of the country along the way. But
So chances are that Mike T, a.k.a. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, no, I'm kidding. Just give him a hard time if you do see him on that. So anyway, he'll have tons of boards. Let's just go, as people are watching here, okay, maybe I want to try this. What are some of the boards and the popular boards that you've seen people taking out?
Popular flatwater boards for us, we've got the Supernatural. We've got our B-Ray soft top, really great board. We've done really great with our Raven and our Serena models. We've got some new sizes of that coming out this year, 10.6, 12.6. So great all-around touring boards. So yeah, those are good all-arounders. Then we've got the race boards. Our inflatables are really great too. We've got our Shuboos. We've got some new models of Shuboo coming out this year. So we've got a really well-rounded line, and then we've also got our surf models and our high-end race models. Doing really well with the Slater Trout Whiplash 14. We've got that here today. Lots of people have been getting on that, really loving that. And the Cutthroat, the 12.6, is coming out in the near future as well. So I mean, we've got a ton of boards. So
well, I can tell you, like, I've gone to Brazil on a show up and blow up, an inflatable.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And a really cool board. I've put my family on it, on the MCIT.
Nice.
That's the most stable inflatable board,
yeah.
I think, the board ever that I've seen. So
good,
we're gonna try all that stuff. They have some cool backpacks. You can go on it. I went all the way to Brazil with one of the Shuboos,
Oh,
just
great.
on a backpack, 3-piece paddle. Just went all the way to Brazil and had a blast. Everybody, oh, what is that? Just inflatable BoarderWorks board. So
Super cool.
check all that out, and thanks, Mike. Congrats on the
absolutely.
event,
Anytime.
and we'll see you later. Good luck on the relay coming up, and also the elite race tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
I'm looking forward to that one.
all right,
It's
check
gonna
out
be good.
boardworks.com, boardworksurf.com /surf. No,
Show
no,
up and blow up.
boardworks. SUP.com.
That's
There you
right.
go. And then look up the Show Up and Blow Up tour to make sure you get across Mike T's path. All righty?
Absolutely. Thanks, Andre.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Have a great day.
You too, man.
All righty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the teaser is over. We're all going to get naked in a bathtub. No, I'm kidding. The SIC guys are coming over. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, just come on. There was a lot of buzz out there. I know the audio was out, so let me get these guys in frame here. I'm going to double check, make sure the audio is good this time around. There you go. MIBs. I got to call these guys MIB, Men in Black. Okay, I'll be right back. Hang on, stand there. 1, 2, 3. It's beautiful. Alrighty, I'm coming back into frame here. Alrighty. So MIB, have you killed an alien yet? We're in Tahoe after all. There might be a monster in the water there.
Not yet. We're about killing rumors right now. So SIC showed up for some flat water today.
Oh man, that was way too smooth. Oh my goodness. You're gonna melt the screen. That was so smooth. Well, we're gonna have to do a recap here, George. So did you remember the line about the video that nobody has seen yet, that is so secretive? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, wait, the drums. Okay, all righty.
Pretty amazing. So you have to watch out.
So we won't let the cat out of the bag this time around. But anyway, if you obviously couldn't hear us, but we were talking about some very secret videos that our friend Brawley Joy here has put together. One of them features George Kronstad, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, George, all the way from Tahiti, a Tahitian legend. And if you don't know anything about paddling, a little bit of a background, the Tahitians have a huge heritage in outrigger paddling. In fact, that's how Hawaii was discovered. A bunch of lunatics from Tahiti, that is George's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather or something like that. They said, hey, look, we don't see anything over the horizon. Let's hop on an outrigger and try to kill ourselves to find something. They hit Hawaii somewhere in there, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's pretty amazing if you really think about it.
it is. You're shooting to the middle of the ocean and you're hoping you're going to hit an island. So outrigger paddling is a huge tradition in Tahiti. George is a legend and is one of the greatest stand-up paddle racers out there, and for some reason he's just such a shy guy, but he goes really fast. Maybe that's why people can't catch up to talk to him. But so Tahoe experience, you're just telling us the lungs are kind of burning or something like that. The altitude, 6,000 feet from sea level.
Yeah, I can feel something different. So we are here. They have sun. Everybody enjoys. So it's very fun.
So yeah, having fun, especially with Brawley Joy here, just sharing the SIC love. So Brawley, let's stop all the nonsense here and talk about what matters. SIC makes some awesome boards, like I was saying during the interview, and I can't stop bragging about it. I've raced one of the SIC boards, and I have to say this, I've gotten a lot of boards, almost like all of the boards, and SIC makes one of the top boards. I gotta say that, coming from the man with the Bad Cop sunglasses, SIC, Men in Black, check out. I rode the Bullet production board.
You did.
And I won a race. So
Congratulations.
yeah, George goes really fast too. So what are we looking at as far as board lineup?
Got a lot of new stuff coming out for 2014 that we're real excited about, with new flatwater boards, inflatables. Made some tweaks on the unbeatable Bullet right now. So we got a new one coming out that's going to be, we think, even faster. It's testing really well. Can't wait to see our guys get on it and see what they can do. And then today we debuted the X14 Pro, first race for that board, and that's launching first of the year, 2014. So George came in real strong on it today. We finished first on that board, and we're happy, real happy.
And that is a narrower board, right? 14 Pro?
Not really, but everybody can stand on. It's pretty fast and very stable.
It is. I paddled it in Utah, yes. And even though it is narrower than the other models, it's still fairly stable.
Yeah.
So you wanna check that out. And also, you guys make the best handles ever, right? Those handles for the race boards, isn't that handy?
Yeah, it's very, very easy to carry.
The Easy Grab handle.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. The Easy Grab handle does wonders. We like that.
Yeah. So yeah, and you got inflatables.
We do. Yeah, coming out soon. We're going to be launching the new line of inflatables real soon here. So you'll have to stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, SIC Maui, and Facebook, SIC Maui. Same handle on Facebook as well. And we'll have some new stuff coming out on there. And you can keep tabs on the team and Mark, the crazy Dutchman back in Hawaii, doing all the cool stuff and making the best boards in the world, continuing to do what he loves to do, and we're excited to be part of his passion for making fast things and putting incredible paddlers on top of them.
So there is a surfboard in the mix. It looks like a fish. We're gonna keep it a secret too. It's a teaser for 2014. So you can start Googling, see if you find something there. There might be a photo on the Supconnect Instagram or Twitter account, so you can go digging there. But there is this Stan Moran. What is that? Have you paddled that thing, George?
Yeah, only one time, but it's very, very fast. Very fast. It's almost the same speed like one man, so it's very fast.
So almost the same speed as a one-man outrigger?
Yeah, rather less.
Oh, so there you go. I've paddled it. I mean, the thing looks like a Formula One car.
It is basically a Formula One car. That's Mark and SIC puts a lot of effort into pushing the envelope, because everything we're doing there trickles down into our production boards. So all the benefits and things we learn from trying to go as fast as we can and be as stable as we can, those come out in our production boards, and we try and keep it going, keep everybody having fun, and grow the sport of SUP as much as we can so people have a good experience.
So there you go. Congratulations on your first Tahoe Nalu event, right?
Yes.
So congratulations. Very strong finish. If I were in a boat, I think I wouldn't have been able to go as fast. So thanks a lot for all you guys do. Thanks for being a Supconnect sponsor too. They are part of the reason why we have these webcasts. So thanks for all the support too. Make sure you reciprocate their love towards you and check out SIC Maui for all the great and killer stuff coming up.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, now back to the booth with two madmen. And
That are
I'll
not
see you
naked.
guys later. And they're naked in a bathtub. They're beyond that. So I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
Where's this webcast going?
Yeah.
Bob Reisner, I mean, naked in a bathtub?
I don't, hey, only from Andre's mind.
I know. It's amazing what goes on.
Okay,
in
by the
Andre's
way,
mind.
you guys
I mean,
can't hear them because I muted them. That's how powerful I am. Or
Did you
maybe
mute us
can.
finally?
I don't know. Let me check. I pushed the buttons. All right, you guys take care. All right, let's see here. Wow,
Take
you
care, man.
actually can
Congrats,
hear them.
man.
That's trouble.
Nice job, George.
You can hear them. That's
Oh, you
trouble.
can hear us now?
Oh, they can.
Talking nudity
yeah,
in bathtubs
yeah,
and all this other stuff. I mean,
Gee.
I would hate to go to a late night party at Andre's house.
Yeah. You know,
Who knows what would come out?
yeah, who knows? I kept hearing sirens, and I kept checking to see if Andre was still here.
Andre goes running off the webcast.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta go, guys. I'll see you later. No, but two great guys there, the SIC boys.
Oh,
We actually
yeah.
got them on air with audio
Yeah.
this time. And George is, George, you got to give him a huge pat on the back. I mean, great performance today, and we talked about it before, Bob Reisner. Looking forward to seeing what he's got
At
going
BOP,
on.
he's going to be somebody to be reckoned with. I mean, it's going to be interesting this year at BOP. There's some really great names out there, and it's becoming competitive. No one can really predict, who's going to be in first place,
Yeah.
especially in the men.
True.
I mean,
with Danny Ching facing the injuries that he's had
Yeah,
this
well-
year, and I mean, it's an open field. So I think it's going to be a very exciting year. But you can't rule out number one, George Constance, and also
Yeah.
you got a starboard rider. How come I keep spacing his name? The starboard rider, Brett won it before. I keep spacing his name. Connor Baxter. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know why. It's just
Sorry.
I have it and then I lose it. But Connor Baxter, you can't rule those two out. Now we just had our relay
Yeah.
go underway.
Yeah, and I think it's still out there
Still
going. I
going?
think there's, it's funny because there's so many people paddling out there, and it's such pandemonium. It's hard to tell who's in the relay and who's not.
It was so exciting. It was
Yeah.
about as excited as we made it out to be that we didn't even know it was going for a
Yeah.
little while there. But now,
Well, it started, an hour late, so we were sitting here waiting, and we never heard the horn. So, they put us over in a far corner.
yeah, and we're looking at it right now with our telescopes, and
Yeah.
we're seeing
Yeah.
it underway right now. Now you got the Boga guys out there. You
Yeah.
have a team from Hobie that we talked about with Jay Wild earlier, and it looks like you got a South Tahoe stand-up paddle team out there. And I don't know if there's a Boardworks team. Not really seeing the Boardworks team out there right now, but that is what's currently underway right now is the 6-person slalom.
Yeah. Well, and some of these people might be, I think there were going to be some non-elite teams out there. And so I think some of the elite people took a step back and said, we did our thing today. Let's not take all the, some of these people travel a long distance. They put a team together. It's no fun to go out there and race, 4, elite paddlers and then go, oh, yeah, that was fun.
Right.
They passed me 3 times,
And